I should have thought this through before I started this. Cause now, let's see. Jeff, my name is Jeff. We'll just, let's see. We'll do Colt Reed. Our jersey number is going to be 7. Why not? We'll take over Michael Vick's number. And we're going to play for... They're all the way down here. Keep going. Keep going. Nope, too far. Way too far. No, there we are. We're gonna play for Nevada, just because I like them. We're gonna be a relatively bigger quarterback. We're gonna be kind of stocky. We're gonna go with 24, just because I'm 24. Now we just gotta pick a face. We'll go with the long hair guy. Yeah. As I said, we're gonna make him a little bit more stocky. He's gonna be kind of big. He's pretty much gonna be just a throwing quarterback. I really want just the Thor. Six 4. We're gonna go with 6'6". Why not? 6'5". We're gonna use the grid because I like the grid. We're not gonna use a visor. Sleeveless. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna go with the rubber pad. Now, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and just do a... With that, we're just gonna do... the full sleeve. We're gonna do the black though. I'm gonna do the coach band on the left because I figure that's where I would keep it. There it is. And I would more than likely have a glove on, definitely. I don't know if I would just do the one glove or the two. I feel like I would just do the one, mainly on my throwing hand. Yeah. We'll keep a towel. I like those high top shoes. We're gonna go with those. to be a slinger for the most part. Yeah. Now this is where my overall, Jesus. Alright. That's okay. That's okay. We can work with this. But we're already pretty good. We're 91, 88, 84, 76. Well, I'm going to have to work at doing my slinger thing. That's okay though. No, I don't want to back up. No, and we're playing for the Atlanta Falcons. I wish they had like a part where you could just like do a draft just your person. I don't know if you can though. So I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. We are playing on Pro. There's probably gonna be some stuff that I'm gonna change up on here. We're probably gonna do 8 minutes. I wanna do that. But I know there'd be I don't know which one to play as, guys. I have had a hard time when I've played of doing really well against people, and sometimes I've scored quite a bit. We're just gonna go ahead and stick with Pro. I don't think I'm that great. Alright, so we're starting the regular season. What this game does, I can't remember. I know in 18 that's what it did. You're like insta starter. So if I should have looked, but if that is the case, sorry Matt Ryan, if you watch this by any miracle chance, I'm sorry. But I gotta do what I gotta do.
Start the regular season by selecting.
My set goal.
Your season goal comes with higher rewards.
I'm gonna shoot for 3,500 passing yards. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. You know, that's what I should have done. I don't really care for doing like the trainings and stuff. I usually always turn those off. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I can't remember which one it is. Excuse me. It's on here somewhere. No. I'm so confused. Okay, I guess once you do it, you can't do it. You can't change it. So, we'll just sim it anyway. We're gonna go ahead and start the first game here. Well, first we're gonna do something. Well, I can't. Okay. Anyway. We're playing the Eagles first time around. Now, I will say, and I don't want to be overly confident here by any means, but when you're starting the game up originally, you have to play as the Rams. The Rams are rated relatively low on here. I believe. They're like 80 something. And the Eagles were a 90. And I did fairly well. My first 3 drives I scored, they did eventually stop
Hey everybody,
me,
it's the
but
coach. This
I
is
kept them from scoring all but once. Alright, so I get my first start here. No one has scored yet. Alright, so we got Julio, I know, Ridley, Hooper, Simmons.
Following the fumble recovery, Reed.
Got him.
Oh, man, it's the first NFL catch for Calvin Ridley. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Good. That was a good first
pick up
start.
there at 22.
That was a good first start.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So,
one thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Reed to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Back to throw. Reed, caught by Sanu. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I don't necessarily care
that throw good for 4. It's second down.
Really well.
Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day 1, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game.
Oh, you're kidding. Jesus.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Going for the deep ball.
Looking
for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover.
That was horrible.
Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again. But coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page, what can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosive. In 16, they rolled up like crazy. Absolutely obliterated people on the offensive side of the ball. They want to get back to that. Get Julio Jones, get him sprung free again. They drafted Calvin Ridley out of Alabama to help with that. All right, they can run the football, obviously, with Devontae Freeman. On the defensive side,
they just ain't calling their rushing plays here.
Speed.
So far, they've done
back chasing
that.
the
Always
quarterback
just
where he led the league in sacks 2 seasons ago.
The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Reed. Going to throw again. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
It's caught. Jones.
Julio.
And he picks
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
He's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14, down 2-14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
He's got it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman.
There we go. We get a touchdown there. They got a kick. Okay. We might win. We might not.
Here's Reed on first down. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I'm like the only rushing
scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
We'll just do a halfback
A
draw.
Reminder coming up at halftime. It's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Reed from the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
It's 2 interceptions.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught.
So for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his...
That's horrible. That was just horrid.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Reed, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones.
Okay. That works too. Oh, we actually got a run play.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Try it anyway.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
We've got to make up for my wrongdoings here.
Reed now. Off play action. He's going to air one out.
Yes.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Okay.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That works.
That one goes for 36 yards. Back in the first
Sometimes
quarter,
really
you said it, they
surprise
need
myself.
to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Reed off the play fake. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this one in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny McCall. And a big turnover there.
Oh, my Jesus Christ.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's what we need.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to throw. Reed. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
There we go, Sanu. Take it. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Used. I needed that.
Falcons.
I needed that
Mohamed Sanu,
for everything.
72 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And remember, partner,
I'm surprised we've held Philly to only 6 points.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Freeman again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't happen.
Tough first half.
We've called no running plays, and they still just continue not to walk through.
Atlanta now coming out
That's
on the
why.
field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
To throw is Reed. Off play action. And an alley run. And he'll be about a 4 yards shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just want to take a timeout there for a second.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We're going to try to
Freeman again, a first down carry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
choking on my energy drink.
Here's Reed looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Wow, caught it one-handed.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Good job, guy. Good job.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Reed operating from the gun, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Good move at the 40.
Let me go, Coleman. Let me go, Coleman. That's why I like you. That's why I'm mad that we got rid of you. That's why I'm mad that they didn't pay you instead of Freeman.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
No, that's honestly just really hard. Freeman just can't stay healthy. He's a good runner. So, honestly, I think I would have kept Coleman and dropped back
on 1st and 10. And nearly
into the
another
second string
interception.
position. Let
They've
him
been
get
around
some
the ball
play
all
time
game.
in. See if he'll stay healthy.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have
Go
back.
from
There wasn't a
Take it
hole
year
open in
two.
the zone.
Don't
You'd
just
have to
run
think
into it
on
like we
early
did.
downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
We'll see
got a
this
couple
season.
more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as
I
they
go talk
come
too
up
much.
2nd and 10.
I ain't coach or anything. I just like to watch
Reed
football.
throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right.
Oh,
now
and I
he has
intercepted it
another.
again.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play.
Wait. Oh.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yard.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bennett, of course, a big offseason pickup for the Eagles.
And they love his versatility. He can play defensive end, defensive tackle in obvious pass situations, 9.5 sacks last season in Seattle, and the smallest shoulder pads for a man his size we've ever seen.
A three-time Pro Bowler to boot. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and in.
I did actually pretty horrible, but I feel like I did really bad. Gotta make up for that. I've got to.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Reed. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. To throw is Reed. To throw on 2nd down. This pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
At least that ended out.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Falcons, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beat.
Only if Atlanta's season that year actually started out like that. I know people are going to say it's an excuse, but it was, you know, new offensive coordinator, new. There was a lot of that came out with that, so I can't hate on it too much that we didn't do all that great.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Next game, who's our next game? I want to know.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Let's try practice once. Let's just try it once. Who cares? We'll try practice here, see what happens. You know, to be completely honest, I haven't done a practice ever. And not even in 18. I didn't do practices. I don't think there's probably anything different than any really the other ones from like 17 or anything like that.
We all know it wasn't good enough.
Let's go! 319! 319! Let's go! 319!
So I just gotta complete passes. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Okay, cool. Well, that was kind of easy. I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. I know y'all are probably gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna do it on our side too. And it's only going down 5. So I ain't gonna hate myself for too much. I just felt like some of those were just unevenly easy for them to do. Or maybe it's just that I'm not that great. It's probably both. Or it's probably that I'm just not that great. I'm probably just not that great. I hate on myself a lot, but it's all in good fun. So we're playing the Panthers. I had 300 yards last game.
Can McCaffrey do it again?
Let's see how well we do. I want to do a lot better than I did my last game. I really do. I don't want to throw another 5 interceptions. I know that. I do know that. Let's start off strong, just like last time. Let's start off strong.
Here's Reed, throwing on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain
quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The defense eventually get off.
Now Reed looking to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. With your 6th-round pick, not many expect them to jump right in and contribute, but he's done a pretty nice job.
As a 6th-round pick, you'll come in and just work harder. That's part of what goes into it, because you want to prove you should have been picked higher. But we've seen 6th-round picks come in and play very well in this league. He will have the same opportunity.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of
My
youth.
biggest
They
thing
got
when
a
I
very
do
good
this
infusion
is
of
I need
youth.
to go through my
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Looking to throw. Reed. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. He gets attended to. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to throw. Reed. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right?
Well, we got a turnover, so that was good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw. Reed. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Reed now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oof.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw. Reed. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, boy.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking to throw. Reed. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. On first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Connects with Sanu right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. Reed. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, at least we got the touchdown. We have that.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Freeman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And he's hurt.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw is Reed. On 1st and 10. He completes it to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
It's Coleman here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't...
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Reed to throw on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively.
That was close.
Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Reed from the gun on 3rd down. This is brought in by Hardy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hardy.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Reed now throwing on 1st down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your
like
primary call,
the trick plays
you got to be
and stuff,
really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw. Reed. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. Reed to throw on 3rd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
So and you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Yeah, he needs a big second half.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shut it down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No. Check, Patriot.
I got his yelled Patrick
and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. play fake here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point to make that defense stand up and stop them. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think the next one
has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw is Reed on 3rd down. That's complete. Pepper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And that's one of his advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. Right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Not Alex Mack.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Falcons on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36.
Oof. The disappointment. I need something that's going to give him some...
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Reed. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got Sanu. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Personally, I've always had pretty good luck when I'm a halfback and I've played counters.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Reed throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on.
Man. Oof. I'm going to just continue to try until something works. Something at some point has to work.
So out come the Falcons now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Reed now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Freeman. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Reed. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Reed looking to throw on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Reed. To throw on third down.
Oh.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Okay. We won. They couldn't score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Alright guys, I'm going to cut it right here in laundry.